If you own an MSP and you're trying to promote it on LinkedIn to find new clients, doesn't posting on it feel like going on stage? Well, for MSP... Oh, I'm on. Did you hear the one about that great new feature in Windows that we can help you install, and we can manage all your IT needs as well? What about, did you know we're Microsoft Gold Partner Certified and have a combined 120 years experience in IT? The fear is real. So, in this video, you'll discover 3 things. How to get some proper engagement going with your LinkedIn audience, how to connect with 300% more quality connections, and most importantly, how to find some super hot prospects without getting laughed at. Now, all 3 of these things come from one tactical LinkedIn campaign. But why am I telling you this? Is it proven? Are there any guarantees it's going to work? Well, I've actually run a version of this campaign recently, and here are my results. I have just over 8,000 connections, but if you have 800 or even 80, even a percentage of these results would be great. Have a think about what you normally get and see how it compares as we go through. A bit of context, before this campaign, my LinkedIn posts would get anywhere between 500 to 1,000 impressions, and an impression is the post being seen. And in terms of comments, anywhere between 5 and a whopping 0. So then, I ran my special campaign. It's called a LinkedIn Frenzy. The campaign generated more than 16,000 impressions with more than 400 comments. It was unbelievable. But what about the results we're really interested in? Well, I enjoyed 89 quality connection requests, and we noticed a very clear spike in sales inquiries, with several new members subscribing to our white label content marketing service directly as a result. Let's quickly go through what's going to happen in your LinkedIn Frenzy. You're going to create one post designed to produce insane engagement. All the commenting will tell LinkedIn that this is an important piece of content. The algorithm will kick in and show it to even more people, driving those impressions through the roof. At the same time, giving you lots of quality new connections, a ton of super valuable personal messages to deal with, and a shed load of leads that are just ready to be called. To get even more specific, you can break down the activity into 4 stages. Stage 1 is the prep. Ultimately, the thing that'll generate the buzz, and don't get put off by this, it's a PDF guide. Now, I've got some suggestions you could use, but even if you've been sent one by a vendor, you might be able to use that too. The guide needs to be really useful, but not too techy, designed to solve a problem that your dream client has in their business. So for example, it could be a guide on how to put together a professional work-from-home video call setup on a budget that won't break the bank. The rest of the prep in stage 1 is just working out who's going to do all the messaging and phone calls. Things are going to get busy, so someone needs to be ready to go. Stage 2 is putting that post on LinkedIn. It should be from your account if you're the figurehead of the business. Now, as part of the prep in the first stage, you would have already generated an image for your post that kind of makes the guide look like it's a physical thing, so the perceived value and desirability increases. So use this image along with your text, and how you word it is important. You're going to say clearly what it is, why they'd want it, and how they can get it. The how is simply to comment below. That's really important. You want them commenting to generate engagement, which tells the algorithm this is a post that matters. It'll show it to more people. Now, the extra important bit. Stage 3 is where things will hopefully get busy. Firstly, you or that person logged in as you will be checking and jumping on any replies in the comments. When they comment asking for the guide, go to their profile, send them a DM and a link to the PDF hosted on your website. If they're not yet a contact, send that same message in a connection request instead. Then back to their original comment on your post, quickly reply and tell them what you've done. That reply also drives engagement even harder. Then it's on to the 4th and final stage where all the magic happens. But look, if this kind of activity is new to you, and if it's sounding overwhelming or complicated, then I can help. I want to give you a cheat sheet, along with a load of extra resources, plus tips on how to get even more out of this LinkedIn Frenzy system. It's all free, and I'll tell you how to get it in just a sec. So the final stage is just beautiful, and there are 2 parts to it. Firstly, you're going to flirt with all those people you've been direct messaging. Most of them will feel compelled to reply, saying thank you for your awesome guide. Keep the conversation going to strike up some rapport, and if that happens, the second part of stage 4 is going to be so much easier. If posting on LinkedIn normally feels like telling a bad joke, this is going to be the best punchline ever. The whole point of this activity is to get them on the phone, to warm up that audience even more, to find out how they feel about their current IT support solution, and to book a 15-minute discovery call with you. Getting past the gatekeeper should feel less like a heckle and more like a standing ovation. You'll be able to confidently say, "Oh hi, can I speak to Bob Smith please? It's about the message he sent me on LinkedIn." What a feeling! Oh, and by the way, that cheat sheet I mentioned also includes some suggested phone scripts, making it even easier to get them booked in for that discovery call with you. It's all free, and to get it, just follow the link in the description below. All that then remains is for you to finish your routine, turn them into a brand new client, and drop the mic. God, that's a $300 microphone.
Paul Green's MSP Marketing Edge.